Hey everybody, welcome to chapter 10, Emotion and Motivation. Motivation, hunger and eating, sexual behavior, emotion, and then we'll talk about our takeaways. What is this chapter about? Theories about what drives us, why do we engage in certain behaviors, hunger and satiety. Satiety? It means when you're satisfied. Obesity and eating disorders, sex and all that jazz, and emotions. Motivation. Um, Intrinsic, extrinsic motivation. That's pretty self-explanatory. Instincts, drive reduction, self-efficacy, and social motivations. Basic concepts associated with Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Intrinsic and extrinsic. Intrinsic is what motivates you from in the inside. Extrinsic is external factors like a paycheck. Theorist William James, instincts are behaviors that are not learned, but that was questioned due to associative learning. Drive theory, your blood sugar drops, you get hungry, thus making you seek food, and then forming habits, such as eating. And eating reduces the drive. So that's drive reduction. Arousal levels, school, example, overstimulated, understimulated, and boredom. So like come May or at the end of November, beginning of December, we are burnt out on school. Like we are overstimulated. We have exams. We have this. We have that. Everything is coming to a head. But then we have that, like that quiet time. And we're like, it wasn't so bad. And so then we go back to school. Self-efficacy is an individual's belief in her own capabilities to complete a task. You were successful at it last week. You can do it again. Social motivations or social motives. Among the motives, theorists describe the need for achievement, affiliation, and intimacy. In the slides that you can go watch, you can click this little link right here. It'll take you to a TikTok. You do not have to have an account to watch, but it will tell you all about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, with the top being inner fulfillment. It's when you do it to fulfill your needs. But this is his hierarchy of needs. The bottom, you have to have food. Next is safety, your security, family and friendship. That's your social esteem. You have to know your self-worth. And then the self-actualization is your inner fulfillment. This comes in big handy, especially if you're talking about childhood trauma and stuff like that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for that to change. 10.2, hunger and eating. This just talks about eating. You know, our blood sugar drops, we get hungry. Some stuff happens in our brain. The hypothalamus and the hindbrain are especially important sites where hunger is integrated, ultimately telling our bodies, hey, go and eat. This is our group project. I will group everyone up into groups of 6. You'll have about 20-30 minutes to do this. Your topics are here. Overweight, or group 1 will have the topic of overweight causes, associated consequences, and the remedies. Group 2 will have obesity causes, associated consequences, and remedies. Group 3 will have anorexia, causes, associated consequences, and remedies. And group 4 will have bulimia, causes, associated consequences, and remedies. You have 20 to 30 minutes to research this. It's all in your book. And then I would like you to take about a 5-minute break and then present to the group. You'll have about 5 minutes per group. Okay, perfect. Next, sexual behavior. Understand basic biological mechanisms regulating sexual behavior and motivation. 2, appreciate the importance of Alfred Kinsey's research on human sexuality. Recognize the contributions that William Masters and Virginia Johnson's research made to understanding the sexual response cycle. And define sexual orientation and gender identification. I left it up to a doctor to explain all about Alfred and Miss Johnson's findings. So on the slides, you can click that YouTube link, and it will tell you all about their findings and give you some other fun facts. Emotion, major theories of emotion. The limbic structures play in emotional processing. Let's get into it. Emotion, here are the theorists. James Lange theory, psychological arousal leads to emotion. So you can see on the chart, you see a snake, your heart starts pounding, you know to be fearful. Cannon-Bard, his theory is you see the snake and you have a dual emotion, your heart starts pounding and you have fear all at the same time. The Satcher-Singer two-factor theory, you see the snake, that's arousal. Your heart starts pounding, you're sweating, your brain says, okay, I'm scared, and then it sends out the emotion of fear. Lazarus cognitive mediational theory is arousal, appraisal. So like you're like, should I be scared? Should I not be scared? But then you feel the fear and your heart starts pounding. That's your theorist. The parts of your brain, the limbic system includes the hypothalamus, the amygdala, and the hippocampus. You can read what they do there. Understand the ubiquitous. I put the how to pronounce that there so I wouldn't forget. Nature of producing and recognizing emotional expression. Culture can impact a person's display of emotions. We've seen this. Americans display anger privately and publicly. We've seen people argue in the Walmart parking lot. Whereas in Japan, they only get mad alone. They don't fight in public. They don't show emotions such as those in public. So there are distinct facial features that go along with your emotions: happiness, surprise, sadness, fright, disgust, contempt, and anger. And you can always know how people, especially of our culture, of our same cultures, how they feel by the way they have their face. Like if they walk in and they're all smiling, you know they're happy. If they're crying, it's usually sadness, so on and so forth. And that, I believe, concludes everything. We're going to do a look at, and then if you have questions or not, thank you so much. Bye.